Just now entering the cipher called Real to Real 360. K Wise,
Peace, God.
bring that beat in, kid.
Indeed. Yeah. What's going on, party people? Welcome to the Real to Real 360 show. Let's get it in.
We do the knowledge and wisdom so you can understand. Real to Real 360 shows in full command. We changing the game for how it all was taught. From bondage to freedom to an independent thought. Yo, the show is here to bring about a change for real. To lighten everyone so we all know the deal. 360 degrees is a fact. We created the show to give our love back to our communities so we can know what's going on and give them the support from knowledge to born. So if you're ready to learn, then it's time to go. Sit back and relax and enjoy your show. Peace.
Peace to Allah's mighty 5% nation of God's mercy to all the human families of the planet Earth. We bid you love, peace, and happiness. I salute. I am K Wise Allah, aka Kato the Black Superhero. Welcome to Real 360 on this new day, Monday here, setting it off for the month of June. Hope everybody's all good and relaxed and ready to roll and flow. We got a dynamic episode for y'all tonight, and we're not going to hold you up any longer. But like I said, before we do, let me introduce my brother to y'all and bring him on the righteous way. Let's roll with it.
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Sure enough.
Well, who am I?
Joshua Law.
Who am I?
Joshua Law.
I can't hear you.
Joshua Law. Mr. PhD.
Peace to all our followers, likers, and subscribers. What's going on, big bro?
Oh, man, maintaining. You know what it is. Ready here to get it in for this week. Let's roll.
Yes, get it. Let's get it. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, today we got a great episode, man. We finna rock and shock with y'all all night long. I'm telling you right here, this young lady right here got a sound for you, man. It's definitely going to make you move. It's definitely going to make you groove. Her voice is amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it together for the one and only Naira.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Good evening. Good evening.
Now, if you don't mind, sweetheart, could you just give our followers, likers, and subscribers an introduction on who you are, you know what I'm saying, as an artist and as a person?
Absolutely. So, what's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. I am the songstress that everyone knows and loves, also known as the Songbird. Been in the industry for 20 years now. I love what I do when it comes to vocals, being a vocal coach, acting, dancing, you name it, and also engineering. And the latest single, which we're gonna get into, of course, dabbling into the R&B neo soul, but now some Southern soul for my latest single, "Summertime Down South."
Definitely. Now, when did you start out singing? Did you have a group that you worked with coming up? Did you do talent shows? Was you in this choir? How did that start out for you?
Absolutely. So I started singing when I was about 3 years old, started professionally at 6. And of course, I was in choir, I was in classical choirs, different touring troops, you name it, I was in it. And I was definitely engulfed in the culture. Of course, coming from that and going into the more commercial route with Disney and Nickelodeon and so on, as I grew within my career, you got to see all facets of me and dibbling and dabbling in all different genres. So I've always been a theater kid. I've always loved music, and Diana Ross and Brandy were my biggest inspirations when I first got started. So I
Mhm.
had some pretty big shoes to fill, so to say. So it's been history ever since.
Now, you sat there and you said 6 you started professionally.
Mhm.
Yes, at 6.
At 6. What were you doing at 6 years old? Because I was in the first grade. So I'm just saying, at 6 years old, I don't think I wanted to do anything professionally. How did that work out at 6 years old?
Absolutely. So my grandmother, it's the vocal capability skipped over 2 generations, and she and I were the main ones on that side of the family. So having her as the coach, the manager, this, you name it, and being fully invested in me at a very young age, and taking advantage of nurturing my craft so young,
Mhm.
it's definitely given me an upper hand when it comes to my vocal agility and also the passion for it. So I knew music was a part of me. It's who I am. It's not just what I do.
Okay, I understand now completely.
Yes, sir.
And you went to and you was talking about Disney. What were some of the things that you did with Disney?
Yes. So I had quite a few featured roles. Crash and Bernstein, The Wannabes, some TV shows like Jesse, The Thundermans. When it comes to those networks, doing mostly feature roles and some of my some leading roles that didn't get picked up when it came to pilots. But
Hmm.
having that experience in the acting world and also tapping into the theater, it's the best of both worlds really when it comes to those demographics, and also being able to network with a great amount of people. They were great on set, everyone.
Wow.
Um, I tell you, just sitting here, I'm just amazed off the top because you're talking about acting, you're talking about singing now, and then also do you start talking about engineering now? When
Yeah.
did you like get into like the engineering part?
Yes, so straight out of high school, I started college and was in an accelerated program. Shout out to my to Full Sail University, and
Hmm.
I dibbled and dabbled when it came to not only mixing and mastering, but also sound design for video games. So every button you push, I'm able to implement and create those sounds as well. So being well rounded, as I stated previously, and truly being an asset to my team. So it's great.
That's very impressive. Yeah, I like
Yes,
that.
very, very much so impressive to sit there and be able to wear as many hats that you're wearing at such a young age is what I mean, not to, date you, what I mean, for put a timestamp on you or anything like that, but such a young age wearing such a many hats is so amazing. Houston's in the building, Lady Shay is in the building. What's going on with you? Now, when we talk about the music, what was it about music that kept you going, that inspired you to keep pushing, that made you want to turn it into a career?
Oh, well, that's a really good question. When it comes to my passion, I have
Mhm,
developed such an ear over the
mhm,
course of time, and taking that time in different genres, from me being able to perform opera and classical pieces to mastering rock and roll and having that growl and underbelly. Just being able to be a chameleon regardless of whatever genre that I'm in
mhm,
was the push that I needed. And again, being able to tap into different demographics and environments, and the
mhm.
passion, you got to want it. I feel like
Right.
it's really different when you're doing it because of some views and you went viral and you want to get a paycheck, versus really being in the thick of it
Mhm.
as a musician. So it makes a difference when you love what you do.
Right. And you've been in the game for about 20 years, as you stated.
Yeah.
So, what keeps you inspired daily to keep pushing, to keep making these things happen?
Honestly, given that I am a vocal coach as well, being able to
Mhm,
take everything in as a sponge and giving it to those that are under me and learning.
mhm,
My passion and my mission statement, I always say, is being the voice for the voiceless, and
mhm,
truly being able to help them to paint a picture within their career and understanding what it means to be a real musician, because artist development is such a lost art. And
mm.
really saying you're an artist or an entertainer versus just being a cute singer, it makes a world of a difference. So getting out in the field and making those mistakes, so those that are looking up to me don't have to go through that, and providing those services. So yeah.
Yeah. Now, you touched on something major that we talk about all the time, which is artist development. Um, Being that everything is so instant now that a lot of artists
Yeah.
don't get that opportunity. Um, what is it? What was it about that you saw the necessity that each artist, what I'm saying, should have that?
When it comes to necessities, back when I first got started, being a triple threat was so important. Knowing how to do multiple things to stand out ahead of the curve was so
Mhm,
important. So having that conditioning and training, and key things like not being out of breath when you're on stage, and managing your breath when you're doing choreography, or learning how to work a microphone, what colors to wear on camera and what not to, how to conduct yourself in interviews, how to
mhm.
plug yourself. It's certain things that I feel like are missing, but it's slowly coming back for sure.
Definitely, definitely. And You're a vocal coach. Let's put this down here. Let me see. I should have took notes when I should have took vocal coach, an engineer, can
Yes.
mix and master, been singing neo soul and R&B. Stop me when I'm wrong.
And rock
Been in
and
the
opera,
game,
yes.
opera. What did you have any like vocal training, especially with the opera and different other genres? Because with opera, you know what I'm saying, it's been a lot of people who have been of color in opera, but you rarely hear anyone speak of being, you know what I'm saying, operatic. So was there any type of vocal training that you needed to have to do opera? Shout out Ike Dirty and DJ Dre Coat, Rock the Block DJs.
Hey, hey,
Brother.
hey, everyone. Yes, of course, going through classical training in my classical choir, Detroit Children's Touring Choir, as well
Mhm,
as some of my formal training in Los Angeles. I would spend most of my days studying some of the classics from O Mio Bambino Caro to Queen of the Night aria. It takes time when it
mhm,
comes to specific genres, but one thing I love about myself is I'm great at emulating or mimicking. So having that audio or that ear to be able to replicate and turn it into your own, it's a
mhm.
skill that it takes time to develop. So that's it's definitely something that I love.
I
That's
wanted to
dope.
ask, how do you feel that how much time did you have to really put into to hone the special
Oh
operatic
goodness.
music style? That right there in itself is a remarkable feat to take
Right.
on.
Thank you.
How did you feel when you was meeting that child? What was it like for you to start that journey in that manner for you?
Difficult to say the least, because your voice placement and the being able to know how to be agile within your voice, knowing the structure of your vocal folds or vocal
Mhm,
cords, how to change different voice placements and knowing your range, learning your range. Breath control is so key in opera when it comes to belting or adding more vibrato or timbre to your voice. So it takes a lot of time, but it can be done.
Okay.
man, and like I said, it's some things like when you hear it, it's like okay, opera, and then the neo soul. Then you go from operatic to neo soul, like that's definitely what I'm saying, a different. It's a different maker, change maker, and now you're stepping into southern soul.
Yes,
What is it about southern soul that was attractive to you to want to do a song in southern soul?
absolutely. So, Southern Soul, when it comes to the roots of blues, rock and roll, overall R&B, basically being a modge podge of all of that, and the culture evolving over the years. I'm a
Mhm,
dancer. I love to dance, from salsa
mhm,
to line dance and hustling, as we call it up north. That's what we do. So, being in the South and translating from my roots, why not tap into the Southern Soul market? It was definitely experimental, but one thing
mhm.
I can say is I love the culture and I love the people. Shout out to everyone in South Carolina. Really been a great support when it comes to the Southern Soul journey.
Now, I will say this: I can't line dance, but I can hustle. I can
Okay.
do the hustle. I can't line dance, but I can do the hustle. All right. I can do the bus stop. I can't line dance. I can do the bus stop. You know what I'm saying? And I can hustle. You know what I mean?
If you can
Definitely.
hustle, you can line dance. It's one and the same.
No, ain't nothing like a good hustle. Been doing the hustle since the 70s. Ain't nothing like been doing the hustle since the 70s. That's one of the first dances I learned to do was the hustle. But
Okay.
now I just told my age. But I'm telling you, I've been doing the hustle since the 70s.
And
And
keep
I
it
know Kay can
coming.
do the hustle. I
Now
knew
we got to get some of your boots on for summertime down south and the latest single coming out as well this month. So
I tell you what, I normally what I do is I let him jump out there and
okay.
I watch. And I watch.
can't be on the sidelines at a trail ride. Come on now.
Oh,
Man.
yes,
You
he
gotta learn the
can.
dance.
Oh, yes, he can. You know,
and have me on the sideline like this, just watching, taking videos. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
since we taking videos and since you're not participating in the dance, maybe you
Hmm.
could put some folks on because we do have a
Hmm.
special challenge right now for summertime down south. We have an official dance challenge going on right now, guys. So deadline
okay.
is gonna be June 19th. It's the summertime down south dance challenge. I do have an original line dance by the Southern Belle Steppers that we choreographed and worked on. That's out. Of course, everyone can win an autograph poster from yours truly, as well as $200 for your prize. So, participate. If you know someone, even though you're not dancing, that you could probably be their cameraman, tell them to
Hmm.
come on and blast the single as well.
Well, we can get Katie Dawson to jump in on that. So you talking about somebody dance like Carlton. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Now, we're going to get off into one of the songs and see how I can get my hustle on up in here.
Okay.
Let me see. AK, you got us locked and loaded, bro?
Yep, summertime, baby, summertime.
Summertime. Let's go.
Let's roll with it.
Come on. Come on. Come on. It's that time of year. Skies out, thighs out, summer airy. Low riders catch your eye. Figure sitting my sundress tight. Whole block jumping, bass booming, music thumping, soaking up that sunshine. I'm feeling just fine. Hotter days, cooler nights, hold on tight. Southern love, southern pride, oh my. 10 toes down, clap the fans, go grab a drink and go grab your man. Think we're done, but wait, there's more. All the steppers to the floor. Summertime down south, where the good times roll. Give me some sweet tea, oh it soothes my soul. Got my people with me, and the whole place live. Come along with me, do the southern side. Come on, say come on, do the southern side. Say come on. Fried fish on the plate, cornbread on the side, cousins playing spades, talking trash with pride. Got that shine in the jar, DJs dropping heat by the bar, girls on the floor moving them hips. Yeah, my boots dirty, but they cost a grip. Come on. Laughter everywhere. Southern breeze, southern ease. We ain't gotta care. Summertime down south, where the good times roll. Give me some sweet tea, oh it soothes my soul. Got my people with me, and the whole place live. Come along with me, do the southern side. Come on, say come on, do the southern side. Say come on. Well, I bet my crew is better than yours. Ain't no beef, but we can take it to the floor. All I need is a jam and a good time. I'm trying to go muddy, no wine and dime. Beans, mac and cheese, and greens on my plate. She thicker than a Snicker, but I already ate. Southern boys make you lose your mind. True religion in the summertime. You ain't gotta go home, but you best get out of here. The night's still young, and we got time to spare. So let's pack this ride up and head to my crib. No sleep till dawn, that's just the way we live. Summertime down south, where the good times roll. Give me some sweet tea, oh it soothes my soul. Got my people with me, and the whole place live. Come along with me, do the southern side. Come on, say come on, do the southern
Let's get it. Now, what part of up north are you from?
Born in Ohio, made in Detroit. West side is the best side.
Tapped in. We done tapped in over here. We done tapped into Detroit, the big D city. The big D city. Shout out to my light skinned sister Trinessa. Much love. Katie Dawson. What's good with y'all? Now, when it came down to summertime, who produced that track? Was that you working and
Yes, so we have been collaborating with the amazing D Ford, Beats by D Ford. Shout out to you, my man, for all of the amazing production. He is definitely the major piece when it comes to bringing in the audience and really tailoring the songs to the culture. So that was him. But when it comes to the penmanship, that's one of my our business partners, Mr. Leroy, for Dogface, as well as myself and the penmanship as well.
Mhm. Well, shout out to Royal, you know what I mean? Royal Entertainment. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Especially this is how that I found this young lady. I ended up getting an email from
Yes.
them with the email blast from Royal Court, and it definitely was uh interesting and I enjoyed the music. So, had to reach out. Now, how did you come in contact with Royal Court?
So, shout out to CC Royal Court Records.
Mm-hmm,
She was in contact with my representation and a part of the fan base for quite some time when it came to always giving fantastic encouragement, um,
mm-hmm,
pointers when it comes to development, and also my overall presence in the media.
mm-hmm.
She has definitely been a cornerstone to this journey, and the rest was history when it came to getting back into the game once my grandmother passed.
Sorry to hear that. May peace be upon her.
Thank
Um,
you.
when it comes to the penmanship, do you often have help writing, or do you assist in the writing as well?
This is a new venture when it comes to expanding a bit more. I'm always down to collaborate or writing for others. So,
Mm-hmm,
welcoming in so many amazing writers to the team for these upcoming projects, it's
mm-hmm,
definitely been an amazing journey so far. But I have been writing since I was 12 years old. So this has been some time put in with developing a pen.
Matt, 12 years old. Okay. Now, how did you learn to understand the music and then also be able to penmanship the music?
So I love to incorporate what I like to call ear candy. When it
Mm-hmm,
comes to harmonies and melodies and stacking, I like to have something to gravitate the audience's ear. I'm not going to give
mm-hmm,
away too many of my gems, but I love to layer. Think of Brandy as a prime example when it comes to having something that snatches you and makes you want to listen to the song over and over again. So
mm-hmm,
those are some key things when it comes to knowing how to reel in an audience, and also
mm-hmm.
authenticity, having fun with it.
Now, you spoke earlier about some of your influences, musical influences.
Yes.
Um, could you speak about their impact on you coming up rather?
Absolutely. So the key influences when I was young was again double platinum, watching that 1,000 times on VHS. Brandy and
Mhm,
Diana Ross were my everything. And
mhm,
eventually it branched off into Prince and Erica Badu, Tina Marie, Earth, Wind and Fire, and so many others. Just
mhm,
knowing how to pull an audience in with instrumentation, but incorporating that and using my voice as a real instrument. So though listening to those people and how they layer and just overall being able to create a universe for your listener, it's an
mhm.
escape for a lot of people, and music is very healing. So taking those influences and changing it into my own.
Now, coming from Motown, because that's where you're coming from. You're coming from Motown, and having that Motown energy, and coming from a place that is stamped with singers. And what is it about that area that has pushed some of the greats out? And do you feel any pressure coming from that area to be one of those great individuals that is spoke about?
Yes, absolutely. So There was a bit of a connection. Were we speaking in regards to the environment itself, or more so the people that I'm inspired by? Just to rephrase the question.
The environment itself, and then I asked was, did you feel any pressure by being from that area, knowing how impactful that area is musically? You know, do you feel any pressure when you come out to sing to represent Motown as well?
No, I wouldn't say pressure. I would like to say positive anxiety
Mm,
whenever I'm hitting the stage,
mhm,
or whenever I'm recording. I have high expectations and standards when it comes to my overall performance and getting
mhm,
it right. How you practice is how you perform. When you,
mhm,
especially from where we are, and being in that culture, it can be competitive, but we are some hustlers. We know how to paint a picture. We know how from top to bottom, from wardrobe to how you present yourself to how you walk into a room. We just speak for ourselves when we enter into an environment and truly change the game. So not only the people and the icons that come from Motown, but just Detroiters period. We have a different flavor to us.
Let me ask you, do you play any instruments outside of your vocal talent?
Yes, I play piano and still teaching myself how to play guitar.
So you're just going to corner the entertainment market. You're going to be a musician,
Well,
a full
I'm
entertainer.
not her, to say the least. I'm not her or Alicia Keys on the keys, but however, I'm able to
Mhm.
identify my skills and reading music. But when it comes to tapping into the market, I'm gonna give you all I have for sure.
Because I tell you, it's giving that what you can't do. That'd be the next question. What is it in the entertainment industry you can't do? Because you're acting, you're singing, you're writing, you're coaching, you're mixing and mastering. You know what I mean? What is it that you can't do that you want to work on to be better at?
I would love to expand into different vocal skills. I can't yodel. I would love to learn how to yodel. K. Michelle is a prime example that I'm inspired by, who got a scholarship from yodeling. That's not something that you hear common in
Hmm.
the industry. So yodeling, and also I've been tapping into heavy metal. So being able to master that squall or a growl, because it is a particular technique that protects you from damaging your voice. So
Hmm.
not only that, but maybe something simple like audio visual, being able to set up, not only mastering on the boards, but really running the show and creating the environment. That's definitely something I'd love to tap into.
Now, Kay, can you yodel?
Hee-hoo.
I've never heard a person of color, a black person, yodel. Outside of them commercials coming up, Kay. Remember back, you know what I'm saying? Them commercials coming up. I've never heard a yodeler. You know what I'm saying? I've never heard a yodeler.
I
But
guess we need more for sure.
but since you're operatic, I'm not certain that you can't yodel.
It's more of a technique than it is
Uh-huh.
just vocal capability,
Hmm.
because you're shifting a part of your vocal fold and pressing air into a different pocket to be able to hit certain notes. It's a flip. And
Oh.
it's an intense technique, but I absolutely adore it, and I look forward to learning how to something new.
Is that when they go yodel? That's it right there. Okay.
That is
That's
a
about, that's
part of
about the
it,
last part.
yes.
That's
That
the
is a
only part
part
you
of
get
it.
with me.
That is a part of it, yes.
And then
Oh,
I'm expecting some hot cocoa after that.
yeah, I'm expecting definitely some hot cocoa after that because that's the way the commercial went. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Yo,
Absolutely.
delay.
Yeah.
See, I
But let
got
me
it now.
ask you,
I got it now,
as an
okay.
opera singer, I want to know, have you ever, were you able to shatter any glasses or champagne glasses or regular glasses yet?
No, that is a goal.
Okay.
Now, did you ever do any operatic professionally?
That is in the works. Um, I haven't tapped in when it comes to getting into the opera house, but that is a goal, and also going back to school to receive my certification in operatic vocal performance.
Man, listen, I'm telling you, I want to be there. I want to see this. I want to see some of this operatic. You hear me? He wants to go from yodeling, operatic.
Gosh, here we go. You know who it sounds like she need to be connected with?
Oh,
Gender.
gender. Yeah. Gender
Yes.
is operatic. Yeah, gender
Yes.
definitely.
Definitely.
I don't know if the songbird can yodeler, but she can definitely opera.
You know she can do a lot. She's amazing. Gender is
Right,
amazing.
definitely. Now,
Yes.
with your song Unbreakable, right?
Yes.
What was the inspiration, or did you have help penning that? Let's get there. Did you have help penning that, or is that one of your personal babies?
Yes, I had assistance in penning that as well. Um, one of my amazing writers, he penned Unbreakable and sent over the demos, and it's I wanted to change it into my own, but not make it overbearing, because you can overdo it with vocals or runs and riffs, but really piercing the audience with the emotions and knowing how to deliver that song. So
Now, with that being said, like I've been having conversations lately with what an actual producer is and what an actual engineer is, and the difference in both of them, and how one can definitely help you enhance your song, not just produce a beat.
oh yeah, absolutely. And of course, shout out to Matthias for penning Unbreakable and working with me on that. I feel like producers create the world or the environment by gravitating you in, but then with the songwriters and vocal producers, that ultimately puts more of the creation on the canvas, so to speak. So it's all an ecosystem working together to make whatever piece of art it is that you're listening to. But everyone has their key positions when it comes to the production of a song. But yeah, producers are laying out the canvas, and songwriters and vocal producers are painting the picture.
Definitely. And that a lot of times when individuals are in the studio, a lot of time they just get the sound. They don't get that vocal producer, or you know what I'm saying, or the engineer that has an ear for sound that can help them hit that note where it should sound like this or it should sound like that. Do When you're in the studio, do you have a vocal producer as well?
No, primarily the arrangements and things I go over in rehearsals, and I always have my little chicken scratch notebook when it comes to certain things that I want to incorporate, or playing around with harmonies. If I'm not getting some of the input from my engineer Mark, then it's definitely going to myself when it comes to the overall arrangements.
Definitely. AK, you got Unbreakable locked and loaded for me, big bro? Let's get it.
Yes.
I've faced many battles, I've been knocked down, but I rise up stronger with my feet on the ground. I'm a warrior, and I'll fight until the end. Never give up, never break up, and I gave my trust and you broke it. I can't believe I thought you were worth it. And now I know, I gave my heart and you tossed it. You never thought I'm gonna make it. And now you know, I am a champion, undisputed. I am the captain of my fate. You set me on fire, I'll rise like a phoenix. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. This is more than just a battle. Never give up, never break up. And I gave my trust and you broke it. I can't believe I thought you were worth it. And now I know, I gave my heart and you tossed it. You never thought I'm gonna make it. And now you know, I am a champion, undisputed. I am the captain of my fate. You set me on fire, I'll rise like a phoenix. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable.
Man, I tell you, that voice,
Thank you.
I can definitely see the operatic. I definitely can see that. Oh my,
Amazing. Amazing.
Thank you.
voice.
Thank you so much.
Now, what was the process of choosing a song to sing? Especially when you get, like, if you're getting help with the penmanship part, but what is the process of saying, well, I want to sing this or I want to sing that? What's that process like for you?
It varies. Sometimes the team and I go through a bank of different tracks that are sent over or that we already have in the sound bank, and whatever grabs our ear or certain things and the energy we want to bring in, we select those. And other times it's from scratch. I could start a beat from scratch myself and put in a skeleton and pass it along to one of the members of the team to really bring it to life. It varies. I can't even really create something out of.
I think you broke up a little bit in the sound. Something. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, you broke up a little bit in your sound. Now, you got a song called I'm That Dude. You got to explain that to me. Explain I'm That Dude to me.
Explain. I'm sorry.
Explain the backstory behind I'm That Dude. I want to know. Hold on. There's something going on with the sound. Something going on with the sound. Can Naira, can you hear me?
Yes, it's still kind of rattling, but I can hear you.
Yeah, it's kind of choppy, right? Hold on 1 second.
Yep.
Hello, can you hear me now? Can you hear me better?
No, it's
Can you hear
still
me?
there.
It's still there. I don't know what that is because I know it's kind of choppy here. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hello. All right. Let me see. Is that a little better? It's,
No, are you able to hear me clearly?
no, it's kind of like robotic. Kind of robotic. If you don't mind, could you just pop in and pop back? I mean, pop out and pop back in for 1 second, and we'll get off into I'm That Dude because I got to get to that. Okay, did you got that locked in? Let me see because I got it right here. Got it right here. Let me see something here.
All right, we are back in the building, everybody. The
Oh,
show,
that's clear. Let's go.
A lot better right there.
Yes, sound a
the show
lot
must go
better.
on. All right.
Yes, the show must go on. Shout out
Yeah.
to my bro
What's
down
up,
there.
Down? What's up, Down? What's good? What's
Hey,
good?
everyone. right. We got the sip in the building. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the sip is in the building. When Daryl Simmons in here, he could get 2 pieces of chicken, like Frankie Crocker used to say back in the day. Oh man, let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can get this to poppin'. Yeah. Let's
I'm
go.
that knickerbocker rockin', knee highs poppin', blue suede shoes, skip stone smooth. I'm that dude. Yeah, I'm that dude. Butter on your lobster, silk on your taste buds, purple heads, baby. I'm your main drug. Your dealer too. Yeah, I'm that dude. Genie in a bottle. Whatever your heart desire, take it to the lotto. Ever shining superstar. Can't tell from the main screens. Don't like it, then get to line. Groupies set for waiting. You don't want no smoke this time. Yeah, knickerbocker rockin', knee highs poppin', blue suede shoes, skip stone smooth. I'm that dude. Yeah, I'm that dude. Hydraulic jumping, subwoofer heartbeat, peppermint butler. DJ sweet too. I'm that dude. Yeah, I'm that dude. Genie in a bottle. Whatever your heart desire, take it to the lotto. Ever shining superstar. You can stay a hater. Yeah. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Stay with my lightsaber. The dark side defeated. I'm that mind-blown analogy, sweet like a symphony. Some game poetic as I wrap you in my similes. Ella Fitzgerald tisket task, get fruits in my basket. Replenish your hunger for a hunk. And baby, man, automatic be a boom crash in your eardrums. That slick back to get down. Give the drummer some Mickey's after many, but Donald is on the come up. A swan in the making, I'll make it before the son of glass. Sneaker ain't slipping off. Magic I'm giving off. No smoke, no beef. I'll eat you like beef stroganoff. Sizzle in my skillet, my seasoning will thrill you. Ghost pepper, spicy aesthetic just might kill you. No bragging, no ultimate. My poster on your wall. S on my chest, but it's Batman you call. Hey, tripping, I'm a king though. Find myself Nemo. Ride the wave and just feel how the beat go. That knickerbocker rockin', knee highs poppin', blue suede shoes, skip stone smooth. I'm that dude. Yeah, I'm that dude. Butter on your lobster, silk on your taste buds, purple heads, baby. I'm your main drug. Your dealer too. Yeah, I'm that dude. Genie in a bottle. Ooh, take it to the lotto. Superstar. Ooh, you don't want no smoke this time.
Yeah, she definitely spitting on that one. Now,
Thank you.
You didn't say you was rapping. See, you didn't say you could rap. You didn't say none of that.
I'm a poet, not a rapper. I will not claim that.
The title. We was talking about the title. I'm
Yes.
that dude. So explain to me the cockiness of this song right here.
I am a nerd when it comes to words and double entendres. I love being able to play with androgyny and really being able to tap on both sides of the market. So why not name it? I know I'm a full grown woman, but I'm that dude. It just gives you such a different vibe. You got your I'm knickerbocker rocking, knee highs popping, blue suede shoes, skip stone smooth. And we've got James Brown references, so many different things that ear candy that I've dropped in. But yeah, why not? I love that. I'm that dude. It could be anybody for sure.
Right. Because I tell you, when you came out with that right there, just coming out the gate, I was like, she trying to spit on here. She's trying to definitely get off in the cipher. Okay, I think she wants a battle. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? You know, Detroit, you know what I'm saying? They battle with Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I as a vocalist, absolutely, I could get in a cipher. But as a writer or as a poet, no, that is not my arena or expertise. But I'm open.
Yes, Leroy Holden, straight fire, hip hop, R&B, neo soul, all in one. and operatic. We
Yes, indeed.
Unbreakable touched on some of the operatic skills because you can hear it in that song. Um, and when you was doing that song, the energy, like you could definitely feel it when you sing.
Yes.
So is that the impression that you want to leave on your audience, that they not only hear you, but they can feel your vocals
Oh,
all at the same
absolutely.
time?
My job is to pull at your heartstrings and at your ears. That's my job as a creative and as an artist. If I'm not making you feel something, then what am I doing?
Right, definitely. Most definitely. And I tell you, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my brother, and he's like, his eyes is bucking every time you hit a note, like, oh my goodness. Now we're gonna get down to some of this southern love, southern night, southern love.
Yes.
Get a little southern love. What you know about southern love coming out of Detroit? You know, it's the west side of Detroit at that. Ain't nothing southern over there.
Yes, Southern
You know what
Night,
I'm saying?
Southern Love, June 20th. Everybody get ready for the latest single coming to you. And we just might have some more surprises on the way. So stay tuned for that.
Ooh, don't do it like that. Let's get into that, Kay.
Down here where the heat don't quit, where sweat runs slow and body sit. Them city lights don't shine where I lay, but the stars in the south light up a mile away. Yeah. Something about when the breeze hit my skin, whispers of the tires pull me deeper in. Sipping sweet tea, but mine needs something stronger. Boy, I can tell you don't last much longer. Lean back, baby, let me set the mood. Southern nights don't play, we know what to do. Slow hands, fast hearts, feel that bass line ride. Let me tell you where the real love hides. It's the southern lights, that southern love. Heat on my skin, star shining above. No need for city folk, need me a southern belle. Swagger like no one else, we do it so well. Down here, bring the real love around. This a vibe you can't catch out of town. So grind, so deep, that's how we do. Can't nobody love you like the South do, no. Barefoot on the porch, moonlight on my face. The sound of that guitar taking me to a place. Sweat dripping slow while I slay to the groove. Boy, don't fight it, just feel that move. Bonfires burning, hearts racing fast. Out here in the sticks, we know how to make it last. Might think the city's where the party stays, but down in the south we got our own ways, yeah. Close, sugar, feel that beat. Let the rhythm cut you and move your feet. My touch will linger, but my heart's on fire. Let me take you higher with that southern desire. It's the southern lights, that southern love. Heat on my skin, star shining above. No need for city folk, need me a southern belle. Swagger like no one else, we do it so well. Down here, bring the real love around. This a vibe you can't catch out of town. So grind, so deep, that's how we do. Can't nobody love you like the South do, no. Down by the river where the moonlight glows, where lovers meet and nobody knows. Whisper in my ear and tell me what you crave. Boy, I'm about to take you where you can't behave. It's the southern lights, that southern love. Heat on my skin, star shining above. No need for city folk, need me a southern belle. Swagger like no one else, we do it so well. Down here, bring the real love around. This a vibe you can't catch out of town. So grind, so deep, that's how we do. Can't nobody love you like the South do, no.
You sound like you ready to get your boots on the ground.
And that's how we do it. And I just got some new pairs as well.
Okay, that was very catchy. That really was very catchy. And I'm waiting on the Darryl already applied. See, Southern Souls everywhere. He go. But that was a nice, catchy, bouncy jam right there. It is. I like it. It's a good upswing. I like that.
Run that back for me, Kay. Run it back for me one more time, man. Run that back. Run that back.
Down here where the heat don't quit, where sweat runs slow and body sits. Them city lights don't shine where I lay, but the stars in the south light up a mile away. Something about when the breeze hit my skin, whispers of the tires pull me deeper in. Sipping sweet tea, but mine needs something stronger. Boy, I can tell you gon' last much longer. Lean back, baby, let me set the mood. Southern nights don't play, we know what to do. Slow hands, fast hearts, feel that bass line ride. Let me tell you where the real love hides. It's the southern lights, that southern love. Heat on my skin, star shining above. No need for city folk, need me a southern belle. Swagger like no one else, we do it so well. Down here, bring the real love around. This a vibe you can't catch out of town. So grind, so deep, that's how we do. Can't nobody love you like the South do, no. Barefoot on the porch, moonlight on my face. The sound of that guitar taking me to a place. Sweat dripping slow while I slay to the groove. Boy, don't fight it, just feel that move. Bonfires burning, hearts racing fast. Out here in the sticks, we know how to make it last. Might think the city's where the party stays, but down in the south we got our own ways, yeah. Close, sugar, feel that beat. Let the rhythm guide you and move your feet. My touch will linger, but my heart's on fire. Let me take you higher with that southern desire. It's the southern lights, that southern love. Heat on my skin, star shining above. No need for city folk, need me a southern belle. Swagger like no one else, we do it so well. Down here, bring the real love around. This a vibe you can't catch out of town. So grind, so deep, that's how we do. Can't nobody love you like the South do, no. Down by the river where the moonlight glows, where lovers meet and nobody knows. Whisper in my ear and tell me what you crave. Boy, I'm about to take you where you can't behave. It's the southern lights, that southern love. Heat on my skin, star shining above. No need for city folk, need me a southern belle. Swagger like no one else, we do it so well. Down here, bring the real love around. This a vibe you can't catch out of town. So grind, so deep, that's how we do. Can't nobody love you like the South do, no.
Man, listen. Shout out to Melody Hutchinson out there in Maryland. Queen.
I think we get ready to get a call, John.
Getting a call from who?
I think we're gonna get a call from Blake Shelton. He gonna want to know who she is for sure. He might give us a call. Blake, ready? She ready?
Yeah, definitely. Let's get it. Now, who are some of the artists that you would like to collaborate with, or that you have collaborated with over the years?
Oh, I would love to collaborate with Tyler, the Creator, when it comes to some of these new school cats that are really breaking ground and showing it what it means to be a storyteller and an MC. Like I love Slick Rick, all of that's one of my favorite rappers when it comes to the originators of storytelling and creating a brand for yourself, something that's identifiable. So Tyler, of course, by default, Erykah Badu, of course, Ari Lennox. There's so many different artists that I could collaborate with. There is a metal band by the name of Ginger who has a female lead from overseas that I would love to collaborate with as well. Of course, Babyface, Fantasia. There's such a pool of artists that I would love to work with, but definitely those that have paid the way for sure.
Definitely. That sounds like a great combination right there. You know what I mean? Of individuals that would love, you know what I'm saying, to have on an album or a song. That's definitely a hit maker. Especially when you said Babyface. Oh my goodness. There's some folks still got the whip appeal. I don't know what that's going on. But we're coming to the end of the show, and I want to thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
But I want to give you the opportunity to tell people where they can find your music, where they can see you perform, how they can get you booked, and how they can follow you through social media.
Yes, become one of the Southern Cousins upon this Southern Soul journey and tapping into all of the different genres and rainbows. Of course, don't forget when it comes to the competition, the deadline is June 19th. So get in on that Summertime Down South Dance Challenge. You'll see all of those instructions on our page. Of course, the Southern Soul Project, City Lights and Country Nights, is coming to you this summer. So be on the lookout for that, of course. Quinn said that song will hit mainstream definitely, and make sure you stream that one and Summertime Down South. Giving a special shout out to you guys for having me. Thank you guys for allowing me to come bless your platform and even sharing some of your light and love. And of course, shouts out to South Carolina's Southern Bill Steppers, Leroy, Royal Court Records, DJ Prince Ice, DJ Dirty, all of the Southern Cousins. It's so many of y'all. I want to thank you for everything and all platforms, website, social medias, Naira Collins. That's NYAIRACO2LSINS. And we are out of here.
Hey, now hold on, Naira. You done already done told my draws now.
Whole thing.
You done told my draws now. You done said South Carolina. Did you see his face when you said South Carolina?
I'm so glad. Now you see, she ain't say Mississippi nothing. She said South Carolina. South Carolina.
They've been the community there when it comes to trail riding and Southern Soul has been pivotal to this skyrocketing journey that we're on. So I gotta give them some love too. But you know, the South period, they get all the love for sure. So don't do that.
I'm not worried about it.
There you go, Colin. There you go. Thank you so much.
I would give South Carolina their just due. They have been stepping out there with that trail ride. They have some great artists coming out of South Carolina. I got to go to Mississippi now. Now I got to go. Now I got to catch you. Now I got to catch you. Now I got to catch you. I got to go to Mississippi now. Kay, you gonna get Mississippi all next week just for that, Kay.
Let's go. Let's bring
Let's
it, man.
go.
Fantastic interview, and enlightenment and enjoyment. You are a brighter sunshine. We want to let you know you don't have a home away from home. You got a home right here on Real 360. So if there's anything that we can do, anytime you want to come back, please let us know. We'd be glad to bring you back. No problems, no questions asked.
Thank you so much.
Right. And shout out to
right there.
Yeah, his phone number right there. Now, want to shout out those who was watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Fleet TV, Third Coast Society TV, listening on GC Radio. Also, too, this will be part of the morning show at 82.3 PUSO out in Columbus, Ohio. So thank y'all for all the love and support that y'all have been giving Real to Real 360. Big bro. You know what?
All right, everyone. We appreciate y'all coming on. I am DJ KY Zala, aka Kato, the Black Superhero. As my brother, like another Josh Miller, we out of here like last year. Peace, y'all.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we starting to come to the end of the show. Right now, I want to take the time out and thank our guests for coming on. Also, too, we want to make sure that y'all listening and subscribing, and tell a friend and keep sharing, because we're going to keep bringing y'all the real content. You know what I mean? So, DJ KY, my brother, take us up out of here, son. Peace.
I want to give a big shout out to the nation of gods and earth. To all the human families on the planet Earth, I say peace. But to our subscribers, those who continue to watch and listen to the show each and every time we come on, I give a big shout out of love, peace, and happiness.
The
piece of man, woman, and child of the universe. It's time for us to disperse. We bring the best, not the worst. We thank you once again for tuning in to the real 360. Bring a friend to hit that like and subscribe so we continue to grow to bring more knowledge and wisdom to you. Upon our show, you make it possible for us to do what we do. Now it's time I end it just the way I bring it.